Gregory's father's speech last night, and he said, oh yeah, he said, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And there's no reason for that grass to even be thought of the two of you if you love each other and you keep Christ in your life. Here's a little something I'm going to share with you both. You do what you choose. First thing in the morning when you get up and your feet hit the ground, I want you to turn to one another and say, I love you. That's very simple. Mean what you say, but say it to one another. Now, during the daily routines, things are going to happen. Let's face it. The days are going to go along, and there's going to be issues here and issues there. But if you keep Christ in your life, no issues will be messed up. The two of you will work together. Kelsey knows that Gregory loves steak, and she knows that he likes it kind of medium raw or medium rare, something like that. So here's what she does. She gets off work early. She drops the lights real low, real dim, plays that music that they like real soft, gets all that feminine stuff that the women like to wear to show her husband how much she loves him. And then all of a sudden, ringy, 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 goes the cell phone. And who's on the other line? You may laugh, but this can be serious. This is Greg on the other line, Gregory on the other line saying, honey, I got a job to finish here at the auto body shop tonight. I got to get it done. Now she could be mad as could be, but because she loves him and she cares for him, she understands. Let's reverse it. Gregory takes an afternoon off, goes to their favorite restaurant, the one back home you like, buys the restaurant out for the evening. Sends these people that are playing tonight all the way into Evansville, Indiana to play some beautiful music. And all of a sudden, the phone rings. Ringy, ringy, ringy. Hey baby, how you doing? Listen, you know I'm in the marketing business, and it's that time of the year where we have to get things done. I won't be home tonight for dinner. So get yourself a bologna sandwich, and I'll see you when you get home. What people do when they get mad. You may laugh, but I want you to think about it. They say things they don't mean. They do things that are wrong. But if the two of you love one another and keep Christ in your life, all these little things are going to go to the wayside.
You always find me here when the world thinks that I've disappeared. You know just where to look. You know just where to look.
Let me tell you a story about Greg, because I think this is important. I've liked Greg from the first time I met him. He's a great guy. And one of the aspects that I really appreciate about Greg is he's a man of few words. But let me walk through this little anecdote to explain how few words he truly is. Because he has actually taught me a skill, and I think this is important for all of us to remember, and hopefully it's a little bit of a lesson here, in how he's experienced at brevity.
The sun awaits the day, yeah, and I'll await the time.
We would like to say a few words about Kelsey and Greg. I don't know if any of you know Kelsey well enough, but a story that symbolizes her well is Matthew and I and Greg and Kelsey went to Nashville about 2 years ago. And we went out Friday night. Kelsey was having herself a time. And she woke up Saturday and just was not doing, she could not hang, let's just say that. We go out to breakfast, and we all order our breakfast, and we get like, normal bagel and like a water. And she walks over with not one, not two, not even three, but 6 beverages to breakfast. She has a water, a coffee, a coconut water, and a sparkling water, a Diet Coke, and an orange juice, all sitting out in front of her at breakfast. Matthew and I are going, what? Like, what are you doing? And Greg's only response was, do you need anything else? And at that point, if I didn't already know it, I realized that Kelsey has found her match. Where we're not saying, or he's not saying what is going on. He's asking what else he can get her to make it not 6, but maybe 7 drinks next time.
Through thick and through thin, through the losses and wins. Oh, I do. Through the rich and the poor. Oh, my heart is yours. Through sickness and health. Oh, I do. The moon awaits
This
the
was
night.
honestly one of the most thoughtful things he's ever given me.
The sun awaits the day, yeah, and I'll await the time when I look you in the eyes and say, oh, I'll say, I do. I do.
My dear friends, we've come together here this evening so that the Lord may seal and strengthen your love in the presence of the church and its committee and all of you here witnessing this evening. Christ abundantly blesses his love. He's already consecrated you both in baptism, and now he enriches you by a very special sacrament so that you may assume the duties of marriage in a mutual and lasting fidelity. So in the presence of the church, I ask you to state your intentions. Gregory and Kelsey, have you come here freely without reservation to give yourselves to each other in marriage?
Yes.
I do.
Will you love and honor each other as husband and wife for the rest of your lives?
Yes.
Will you accept children lovingly from God and bring them up according to the law of Christ and his church?
Yes.
Now, since it's your intention to enter into marriage, join your right hand and declare your consent before God and his church. Gregory, do you take Kelsey to be your wife? Do you promise to be true to her, in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, and to love her and honor her all the days of your life?
I do.
Kelsey, do you take Gregory to be your husband? Do you promise to be true to him in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, and to love him and honor him all the days of your life?
I do.
Now that you have declared your consent before the church, may the Lord in his goodness strengthen your consent and fill you both with his blessings. For what God has joined, no man or woman will ever divide. My brother and my sister, what token of love did you bring to this marriage this evening? Lord, bless these rings that you give to this couple as a sign of your love and your fidelity. Gregory, take the ring and place it on the ring finger of your bride and repeat after me. Kelsey?
Kelsey,
Take this ring
take this ring
as a sign of my love
as a sign of my love
and fidelity.
and fidelity.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit.
And with this ring,
And with this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Take the ring and place it on the finger and repeat after me. Gregory,
Gregory,
take this ring
take this ring
as a sign of my love
as a sign of my love
and fidelity.
and fidelity.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit.
And with this ring,
And with this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. And in my country, as it is in yours, we show them a little bit of love. And by the way, you may now kiss your bride. It is my honor, my pleasure, and my privilege to introduce to you at this time, Mr. and Mrs. Gregory Moore.
Lately, I've been building things, castles and airplanes. I've been painting pictures from my dreams. Yeah, I'm done waiting. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Lately, I've been singing songs, playing numbers, throwing darts, folding bills and menus into paper hearts, and dancing in the rain. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. This is the real life. I'm feeling so fine. It's gonna be my lucky day when the stars align and clouds are gone away. We're big enough to feel the Milky
We're laying decking on a pier where there's been storm damage before. And Greg and I are out there, and it's like, it's 95 degrees, it's, high humidity, it's oppressive heat, and we're out there for 4 or 5 hours, pounding 2x6s into the decking to make it work. And so it's like my knees hurt, my back hurts, I've sweated my ass off for 4 hours, for this decking, and Greg's done this with equanimity, and few words. He hasn't said a word for 4 hours. Okay. Anyway, so it's about 3 o'clock, and we're packing up the tools and getting ready we're going to finish the job, and we're starting to walk back to the house, and Greg says, "Do you have a few minutes to talk?"
We're big enough to feel the Milky Way, and we're not afraid. It's my lucky day. Gonna fly around the world, let everybody know my time is now. All my friends at home are pointing from the ground, but I'm not coming down on my lucky day.
My knees hurt, my back hurts, and I'm a few more minutes away from my first cold beer. And I say, "Sure, Greg, take all the time you want." And he goes, Mr. Sheehan, I'd like to marry your daughter, Kelsey. And I like it, and I like your blessing. And I go, "Okay, that wasn't hard, let's go." So my lesson here with brevity is, it's not just the words, it's the timing of when you present the words, that I wasn't going to argue very much at that point in my life.
I'm pointing from the ground, but I'm not coming down on my lucky day. Lucky day.
Greg is a very genuine person. He's the best friend that anyone could ask for. He's the type of person that puts others ahead of himself. He's the type of person that always has your back. And when you're doing things like Greg and I were, messing around, getting in trouble, you always need somebody to have your back. So thank you, Greg.
Young lovers do. The days last sight turns a cool night's breeze, and there's loving stick like these willow leaves. I've hid myself.
I'm going to take a page out of Greg's book and a note from my dad's speech and be brief. I think my dad will be pleased if I listen to something he said. It's kind of a foreign idea to me and a rare occasion for him for that to happen. Like he said, Kelsey's one of 3 sisters. I've just kind of been around long enough that they let me stay here. But Kelsey and Greg, I hope in 25 years when you look back on this is the day when you love each other the least, and that your love will flourish every day for the rest of your life.
The way you move is a lullaby, and I could fall in love with you.
Over the last couple years, I didn't know Kelsey at all, of course, until she moved to Evansville. And over the last couple years, I've gotten to know her a lot better. She's a wonderful woman. I couldn't be happier for Greg in meeting her. A very genuine person who is supportive, is driven, and is a great friend.
But you're silhouetted, the Judas kiss.
Every father is proud of their daughter, but I've never been more proud of any daughter than you are right now.